let's get it going. I've got my 2 cookies, I got my sugar high ready to go. Let me go up, I'll get it shorter. Same deal applies, 3 minutes, got a time sheet for there, he's got his little 30-second card. And the first question for the school board, as soon as the county commissioner, as soon as I find it. Okay, are you ready? Susan, you're going to be first. The question is, pretty much the same with the school board. What are your future plans for the county budget? Take into consideration the present economy, revenue from sales tax, ad valorem tax, the availability of grants, which is going to get less and less, and the uncertainty of the mining industry. All of these things are going to have an effect on our county budget. And it ain't looking like if the budget can't grow, it's going to shrink. So what plans might you have?
I'm Sue Burge, running for County Commissioner District 2. What are the future plans for the county budget? Well, there are definitely 2 avenues to address when you're considering the budget in Hardy County. What can the people afford on the average salary in this county? Then what kind of revenue can we generate in this county to provide the basic necessities such as the emergency management, county protection by the Sheriff's Department, fire rescue protection, and the necessities of life. Those are the basic necessities we have to have. Our revenue being ad valorem taxes, your property taxes, sales tax, special assessment taxes, and grant revenues, and our grant department trying to get every matching grant for roads and housing that they can find. And it's like someone over here said, you know, there are grants out there waiting for Hardy County to apply for them. We've got to make sure that we get our portion of those. Every grant money that we can get, we've got to get. I said in the budget hearing meetings, and I have to tell you, based on what I saw, now I'm talking about on the surface of what I saw and what I heard, that there are some items in this county that could be challenged. Our spending cannot exceed what people of Hardy County can afford to pay. It is up to the county commissioners that you have elected to represent you to articulate the budget, allocate the funds proportionately for what they see and what's the most necessary in this county. It's up to them to be good stewards of your money. If I'm elected as your county commissioner, the promise that I make to you is that I will be a good steward of your money.
I'd ask the commissioner candidates, which I didn't do as school board candidates, to give everybody the name first. I would ask that question because some people didn't know. So if you would please, state your name, please. That's one and a half.
Well, while he's finishing his cookie, I do want to apologize for being late, but I have to tell you why I was late. It's because I live in a rural county and I'm so proud of it. However, I left my house in plenty of time, closed the door, opened the door to my garage to get my car, and there were 6 ducks in there. And they were eating the laying mash, they were trying to get into the bird seed and the dog food. Then I back out, I get on the road, I'm on Polk Road, and I promise you I'm the 7th car behind a tractor that's pulling a sprayer, and it's going 2 miles per hour. I could have made it, but the problem is, I probably would have gotten top because I would have had to pass on the double line. So that's why I'm late, and I do apologize. Now, my name. Let's see. I think my name is Seth Stalling, and I'm a candidate for County Commission District 2. What are my future plans for our county budget? By Florida statute number 125, county commissioners across the state are required to balance the budget. And if I'm your commissioner, we will live with present, we are fortunate to have a contingency of about 5% in unrestricted reserves and 14% restricted reserves. Most counties can't say this. We're very fortunate. As Commissioner, I will ensure that these revenues continue, and I will seek to strengthen them to provide for our county during times of emergencies. This is smart money management. We need to grow our tangible tax base and reduce our ad valorem tax base. I realize our grant department is doing a great job, but I'd like to see us be even more aggressive in our pursuit of both private and public grants. The more money we can get, the better. I am not in favor of any form of tax increases or fees at this time. I will take a serious look at consolidation of positions and assignments, particularly at times of employee relocation and or retirement. This is working in the private sector and even in our local school system. I have interviewed some, and it's working great, and sure saves money. Ask my family. I'm fiscally conservative, and I believe in fiscal accountability. Now, Carlin, those are big words, but that means we're living within our means. With our nation's current financial situation, we are all tightening our financial belts at home. So why not at the county level? You can trust me to be a good steward of our taxpayers' money. And at our home, I keep a close eye on our family budget, our family and business budgets, and I will do the same with the county budget. You can count on that.
Good evening, Grady Johnson. I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage. Benny says I have to keep this within 3 minutes. I've never answered anything in 3 minutes of my life.
You're good. You're starting to start now.
That's right. My answer for me, if you allow me to serve you for the future of this budget, is physical responsibility. I got it right here. Here it is. They just passed it the other day. $54+ million. Our county budget. I double checked with the chairman to make sure that I was right. So I tried to attend every workshop. We went through a complete year, and they passed a $54 million+ budget without the first complete budget workshop. There was 2 workshops, not budget, the regular workshops, throughout the whole year. It's just astounding to me. Our commissioners are not doing their job. Period. There is no way they can legitimately tell us what's in that up there. I've thumbed through it. Now this is I guess you want to call it the pretty side of it. There is a bigger book that gets down into the nitty-gritty. But for me, this is unbelievable. If I am elected, starting right off the bat, there will be workshops, and I don't care if it's one every day, every month, every week, whatever it's going to take to address each and everything that's involved in this budget. As a commissioner, I don't know how anyone, including myself, can sit there and vote on something that they don't have a clue. Now, in respect to our other elected officials and their job, they've done a fairly decent job, in my view, and in fact, fantastic view, of presenting their budget at the budget for their workshop. There's nothing went on throughout the whole year. So that is the first and foremost way I believe I can answer what I intend to do for the future, is get into the middle of it, get down the nuts and bolts of this thing, and understand where we're at with $54+ million. And when you back out our other constitutional officers, we've got about $30 million floating out there in the rest of the county budget that I don't believe that one of our commissioners, and again, I'm not being critical personally, this is business, can tell us exactly what's going on with that $30 million. Setting aside $30 million plus, set aside other constitutional officers. So that'd be my first and foremost. In order for us to have a future, as a commissioner, in order to do this, we must understand each and every dollar, where it's at, where it's going. We have to reach out to our constitutional officer duty as elected and reach out to them and work with them and their needs. But anyhow, you got to sign up, you got to go.
You can give 30 more seconds, that's what we're talking about. Which figure, Rev? You got 30 more seconds.
But that's it. I thought about this thing, trying to get it across to you, and I want y'all to think about that. 54 million, and there was not one, according to, I checked with Terry, to make sure, Terry asked me to make sure I had my count right. It was 2 workshops for the year. I don't know if that astounds you or not, but it just sets me back. But anyhow, that's my promise to you. If I make it, we're going to do something about that. I will understand. You will understand once I get into this thing. Thank you for your time.
I'm Matt Moy, and I'm running for the District 4 County Commission seat. About the county budget, there's never a good time to have to make a decision that might result in layoffs. So let's just avoid that at all costs. My platform is based upon creating jobs. During this tough economy, the commissioners need to be working diligently with the county manager and the department heads to collectively come up with ideas, strategies, suggestions that will help improve efficiency, cut down on waste, and minimize expenses to ensure that we keep everyone working while we weather this storm. My goal as county commissioner will be to approve the management suggestions and recommendations that will keep us within our means during this economy. Trends in the tax roll and sales tax will continue downward until the economy rebounds, and we will have to adjust the county's budget accordingly. All departments will have to be closely examined in order where we can trim the fat. We have a tremendous opportunity in Hardin County to find sustainability for agriculture and to create a better tax base with job diversity. I'd love to focus on bringing additional industrial companies and jobs to this area. Now, while traditional grant money will be harder to obtain in the future, we do have a great resource locally with the severance tax monies from phosphate. Despite recent litigation, they will be a significant part of our economy for at least a couple more decades. Sometimes we overlook what's occurring in our own backyard. A significant water and sewer infrastructure, a unique broadband telecommunications program, increased electrical capacity in the city, and infrastructure at the airport, all made possible from severance tax money. Other communities don't have this, and I want to make certain we use this wisely. Thank you.